The resignation of Professor Barney Pityana as chairperson of the National Lottery Commission marks a critical juncture for the embattled institution, signaling a deep crisis of governance and integrity. A respected academic and human rights lawyer, Pityana's departure is widely seen not as a simple exit, but as a powerful vote of no confidence. It follows his intense public struggles to combat alleged systemic corruption, political interference, and operational dysfunction in the commission responsible for overseeing billions of rands in funding meant for charitable causes. Professor Pityana joins us now for more. A very good afternoon to you, Prof. Thanks very much for your time. Well, the department...
Thank you very much for having me in your program.
Great. The department says it's a retirement and not a resignation.
Well, it's just semantics. I mean, nothing turns on it, does it? The truth of the matter is that I retired in 2010, as you know, Vuyo, and since then I've done other positions for stints of time, and and therefore it seems to me that whether you call it retirement or resignation is neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is that although that I have a contract for 5 years at the NLC with the minister, however, I deem it necessary and correct at this time to lay down my responsibilities at the NLC, confident that the National Lotteries Commission has a bright future, confident about the work that is being done by the amazing team of members of the board, young professionals who have been put together, confident in the leadership of the National Lotteries Commission under the Commissioner Scholz. So I leave at this point because I realize that I too have got some unfinished business that I really want to focus on. I really do need, before it's too late, I need to focus on my research and my publications that actually have been sitting unattended to for the last 3 years at least. And I realize that these are matters that really require my full attention at the moment. When I joined the National Lotteries Commission, I was made to believe that it's not a full-time job, but I have to say the National Lotteries Commission was not just a full-time job, it was all-consuming. In the last 3 years, I've done nothing else and slept and woke up and dreamt nothing but the National Lotteries Commission. And I needed to take a break from that in order to focus on my research and writing, and I hope to be able to publish very soon.
Could you not have set the rest of the term out, given precisely what you and your board are being credited for, that you've made significant strides, especially given the history we are all too familiar with, the wrongs that were committed by people within that organization?
Notionally, I could have done so, Vuyo, as you know. I can say confidently as a layperson that I am compos mentis, and my faculties are all very much with me. And I also have, to say enjoy is probably not quite the word to use, but I felt fulfilled in the work that I've been doing at the National Lotteries Commission. And I really feel that I'm giving back part of my humanity to those who need it most. Yes, it's been a wonderful experience to go back and join the National Lotteries Commission in the twilight of my years. But because of that, I realized that I have to find the right time to move. There's never the right time. It is never the best moment. I had to say to myself, this must be the time that I have to go. Having said that, I have committed and I've promised my colleagues on the board, my staff in the executive team, and the minister, that to the extent that I'm needed, I will be around. I do not move out very quickly. I expect my resignation retirement will be from the 31st of December. I had initially hoped to be able to do this once the new fourth licensee was in place, but that was for circumstances that you know, Vuyo, that was put back by a year. So now it's set for 1st of June, 2026. Now that, I think, is too long for me to wait. And hence, I've asked the minister to release me earlier.
But, I mean, other people have interpreted this to mean that you're no longer confident that you can do much more to take, with respect to the task you had. In other words, you're throwing your hands up in the air and saying, there's nothing more that I can still do.
No, far from it, Vuyo, far from it. The work of the National Lotteries Commission will continue. We have taken it up to a certain point, and I am confident that we've moved it over the hill. It will never be the same again. And I do have confidence in the caliber of the leadership at executive and management level, of the leadership at the board level, of the caliber of people we have. We've moved a long way, and we really do a lot of transformation of the NLC, both in terms of its standard operating procedures, in introducing new technology in the NLC, in making sure that compliance is the word. And the big thing that we need to do, we now even have Vuyo, a strategic plan that has taken us a while to do. We have a strategic plan so we can more or less see where the National Lotteries Commission is going. And however, I have to agree that we have some way to go. We have some way to go, particularly in our relationship with our significant others. By that I mean the beneficiaries. We have a lot to convince them to actually journey with us in the path that we have taken. We have built relationships in a marvelous way with the people we work with in the NLC. And so I really do think that we're going somewhere, but we've still got some way to go. So in November, we're hoping to have a big indaba with our stakeholders, with our beneficiaries, so that we can actually provide them with a vision for the National Lotteries Commission going forward, so that we never regress back to where we do not want ever the National Lotteries Commission to be.
And this is also not you perhaps seeing red flags with regard to the appointment of a new operator either.
There's no smoking gun whatsoever. I was part of the processes, and we are defending, supporting the minister in defending the decisions that have been made. The whole matter is sub judice, as you know, Vuyo, and at this point, it wouldn't help for me to indulge that matter anymore. Our total commitment that we have put, and our integrity that we put into this, is there to be seen. We can see what is going on, and we are trying to manage the situation as best we can. But I can assure South Africa that as far as we are concerned, it doesn't say that we may not have made mistakes, I don't know. But as a matter of fact, we are confident as the board of the National Lotteries Commission that we've done everything that we could according to the book, and that the minister took his time to make the decisions. He has answered for himself before the court, and that is for the ministers to do. But we as the board were stuck to the RFP and the timelines that have been put before us, and we're quite happy that we can proceed with the decisions that have been made.
Professor Barney Pityana, let me thank you very much for your time. Chairperson of the National Lotteries Commission, at least until the 31st of December.